Hey, shalom, shalom. Anak nawaha ay bar yasha'Allah walakim la atam. Call Shabawai Baharacha Wakak Shaw Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Hey, with the Hebrew Israelites, coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nacham Atam Kaya Malakwath Hashamayam Korab. Repent, yea, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Layim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Cha HaKodash Wa Mashana Kabadim Zukaim Nawa Wa Malakim Shor Yeshala Zukaim Cha Gadawa Wa Chasa Wa Shalom Wa Barakim Laha Bachaya Shahakawishal Shalom. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Ba Hashem, in the name Yahweh delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. So this is a lesson entitled Malakwath Hashamayam, the Thaqap. All right, which the Thaqap means authority. Malakwath, kingdom. Hashamayam, kingdom of heaven. Malakwath Hashamayam, kingdom of heaven. The Thaqap. All right, we're just going to get into authority, because we're going to have authority over the nations in the kingdom. All right, so I want to start with Mayakah, also Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction." And the part I wanted to go into was the rest part, which it should be manawacha, which means rest. Right here, ha manawacha. It says resting place, rest, resting place, rest, quietness, rest, resting place, comfortable, ease, quiet, still, peacefully, consolation. This is not the elect consolation. It says hence and abode, comfortable, ease, quiet, resting place, still. So Babylon is that place, is the place where they live at ease, you see. But as an Israelite, you can't. If you're chasing after righteousness, you can't. There is no rest. All right, let's get that precept real fast. This is Yeshaya, also Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 15. It says, "Yet truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment." All right, so those that depart from evil, those that are seeking for righteousness, those that are repenting, there's definitely no rest in America, Babylon the Great, chiefly. And then also, 2/3 don't have rest, but they found their consolation on this side, But the elect, through the spirit, they see the estate of the nation, so it's definitely not no rest. All right. And that's because, being that, you're repenting, you make yourself a target, But continuing on, going back to Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." All right, it's no peace, no comfortability, and we're not at ease here. All right, because of the curses. All right, so let's get another one. We can go to Hashamayam, also Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice," which is Yashamak. That's how you say rejoice. All right, because Esau is ruling everybody, or Slop. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice." All right, Yashamak. All right, everybody's going to rejoice because the earth is going to be shown that benevolence. All right, but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. All right, the people are mourning because Esau doesn't show that due benevolence. You see, Esau has to rule and keep his authority by deception and wickedness. You see, he has to do things like the oil spills and the different gas spills with the freight trains and stuff like that. He has to do wickedness in order to keep his power, and that's why everybody is mourning. All right, that's why everybody is oppressed. So let's get 2nd Isaiah, also Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 52. All right, so it says, "For unto you paradise is open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed." You see the rest that we didn't get in Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, and the different various places of captivity. We don't get that rest. It says rest is allowed, perfect goodness and wisdom. All right. So it says plenteousness, which is Malakwath, which goes into preeminent, superiority, and abundance. We don't have none of that. We at the bottom of the totem pole. When you go into preeminence, it essentially goes into superiority. All right, and we're gonna have abundance. You see, on this side, we gotta like fight and claw for everything, but we'll have abundance in the kingdom. All right. Let's get Debarium, also Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 44. Because we sinned against the Lord, you see, so the curses was put on us. This is Debarium 28 and 44. It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. All right. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, when you listen to the Lord, to keep his commandments and his statutes where he commanded thee. All right. So, all the curses were put on us. All right. And that's why we're destroyed as a people, But I just want to go into the point that we're the tail on this side. All right. So we don't have that Malakwath, the preeminence, the superiority, the abundance, Let's get another one, because the title of the lesson is Malakwath Hashamayam, the Thaqap. All right. The Thaqap goes into authority. That's how you say authority in Hebrew. So this is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26, because this is what the elect is going to get. So it says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron. As the vessels of potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. You see, so starting with Hamashiach, we gonna rule these nations with a rod of iron. All right, which means very austerely. All right. So let's go into this word power. It says power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases, physical and mental power, the ability or strength with which one is endued, which he either possesses or exercises, the power of authority, influence, and of right privilege, the power of rule, the power of rule or government, the power of him whose will and commands must be submitted to by others and obeyed, authority over mankind, power of judicial decisions, authority to manage domestic affairs, one who possesses authority. All right, a sign of the husband's authority over his wife, which we don't have on this side in totality. It says the sign of regal authority, a crown. You see, the elect is going to get all of this. All right, so the elect will have authority. Malakwath al-Gawamim. All right, Malakwath al-Gawamim, which is authority over the nations. So let's get another precept. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Who led someone into captivity? All these nations, but chiefly Esau, Edom. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Who was given that sword? Who's been using it all around the earth? All right, he gonna have to be killed with the sword. Here's the patience of the faith and the faith of the saints, you see. So that's what we hoping on, you see, to have these heathens in subjection, Esau, Edom going into his slavery, and then being rounded up, and being burned or destroyed. Being destroyed. That's what we hope on, Which the other heathen gonna get into? They're gonna get into. They're gonna be enslaved as well, but then they can get their lands after their time is up. Let's get another one. This is 2nd Isaiah, also Ezra chapter 2, and verse 10 and 11. It says, thus saith the Lord unto Isaiah, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Yerushalayim, which I will have given unto Yashar'Allah. Their glory also will I take unto me, and give these everlasting tabernacles, which I had prepared for them. You see, so let's go into this with the precept. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 32. It says, fear not, little flock. Who is the little flock? Talking about the elect. For it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. You see, so it's the Lord's pleasure, it's the Lord's will to give the elect the kingdom. You see, and then 2/3 get it in the kingdom. All right, but they're going to have to be destroyed on this side. All right, let's keep going. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, nevertheless, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. All right, so that's what we're looking for, man, because on this side, we're mourning. Everything is mourning. You see, the earth isn't up to par because of how Esau is ruling the earth. So when everything is made new, the earth is going to yield her increase, and everybody isn't going to be feeling how it is now. It's much more that we're feeling, than we're aware of, but we'll be at a way better estate in the kingdom. Plus, we'll have the new bodies, you see. But let's keep going. This is Yakanan, also John, chapter 14. Chapter 14 and verse 2. It says, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. You see, in those mansions, getting into the different planets. You see, Esau, he'll find these different planets, and then he'll figure out that they're actually inhabitable. You see, they can have life on them. You see, but they're made for the elect and the rest of the nation. All right, but let's keep going. This is Yeshaya, also Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. We'll start from verse 1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. First and foremost, the elect, and then in the kingdom 2/3. The strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, of Yaquab, Bayath shall Yaquab. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Yasha'Allah shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, so we're going to take these heathen. Hashamayam, all right, as captives. Ka as Shabayam as captives. All right, we're going to have the heathens in subjection, and they're going to be our servants and handmaids. Just like they ruled over us, we're going to rule over them in the kingdom. All right, this is Daniel Allah, also Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 44. It says, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. All right, Malakwath Haya Iwalam. All right, the kingdom will be forever. All right, Iwalam is forever. All right, and again, the kingdom's going to be forever. All right, and it's going to be erected with violence. The kingdom will be erected or built or slop. The kingdom's going to be issued in with violence, you see, because the Lord said he don't change, you see. So in the past, every kingdom has been taken down with violence. So that's exactly how this one's going to be. You see, the Lord say coming back with the sword. All right, so he's going to take that top seat, and then the kingdom of heaven is going to be established. All right. Let's get another one. This is Yeshaya chapter 2 and verse 2. I'll start from verse 1. It says, the word that Yeshaya the son of Imwas saw concerning Yahweh and Yerushalayim, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. You see, so all the nations are going to flow to the house of Yasha'Allah, Bayath Shah Yasha'Allah. All right. Right now on this side, everybody is moving off the vibration of Esau, you see, but in the kingdom, will have authority. All right. The law, statutes, and commandments are going to be what's upheld. That's going to be the law of the land. And many people shall go and say, come, yea, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, Allah Shah Yaquab, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. You see, walking in the law, statutes, and commandments. For out of Tazayawan shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Yerushalayim. All right, just the point, the law, statutes, and commandments are what's going to be upheld. You see, and if these heathen don't want to abide by the law, you see that they'll be punished. All right, this is Daniel Allah, chapter 7 and verse 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High, going back to the point that I mentioned, it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever. I will All right, even forever and ever. So the saints are going to take the kingdom. Hamashiach is coming back with that sword. Let's get that real fast. This is Yeshaya, chapter 63 and verse 1. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with the dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I've trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Let's keep going. It says, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm bore salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down my people in mine anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. All right, so that's what the Lord is coming back to do. You see, he's going to take all these heathens' crowns. All right, he's going to establish his government. All right, we're going to Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Yerushalayim, Salah, New Yerushalayim, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. All right, and who is this bride? All right, the bride that's being prepared is for the husband, Kaya Yahweh Shah. All right, that's the bride is being prepared, Kaya Yahweh Shah, for Yahweh Shah. That's the elect. That will be the bride. It says, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. All right, that's New Yerushalayim. I heard a voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. All right, that's the third temple. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their power. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And there shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. Neither death, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying. Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. All right. So going back to Malakwath, all right, which is that rest, true rest. No more suffering, no more pain, no more curses, no more demons plaguing the mind. You see, that's what we hope on. We hope on that, on the kingdom. You see, we won't have any rest on this side. Now let's get this. This is Revelation chapter 21 and verse 12. It says, and had a great wall. Let's start from verse 11. Verse 10. It says, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me that great city, the holy Yerushalayim, descending out of heaven from the Most High, having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, 12 gates, and had the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which were the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Yasha. All right, Allah Shabbat Yasha Allah Shanyam. All right, these are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, so it's the 12 tribes kingdom. All right, not Christians, Muslims, or Jehovah's wickedness. All right, and this is what we seek. We're seeking that Malakwath, all right, that rest. All right, Anakna will bakwash kaya Malakwath. All right, we seek for that rest. That's what we want, because we don't have any rest on this side. You see, so we're seeking Malakwath, Hashamayam, Thaqap. All right, Anakna will bakwash kaya Malakwath, Hashamayam, Thaqap. All right, we seek for the kingdom of heaven. You see, we want that authority. All right. So I brought this out. It was edifying. Kahalayim la Yahweh Hashamayam Basham Chakwadash. A double honor to the elders and the apostles, great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well, and much respect to you brothers out there preaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.